Let the crew assemble, know what time it is. Mike D, you ready? Yo, it's a Thursday vibe, time to plug in the crew. Holly and the bros, yeah, we're coming through. Sweet but spunky, that's Holly on the rise. Sharp, quick flips, fire spark in her eyes. Josh got the wisdom like a preacher on the mic. Dropping knowledge bombs, keeping everything tight. Caleb's the giant, gentle hand, steady flow. Big heart, calm voice, always ready to go.
You are the wild card, so enter the stream. We are spinning stories that makes your brain dream. Harry and the folks, we're taking over the show on YouTube and X. Every Thursday we flow, talking sports, politics, wrestling, crypto, 2, 3 best friends, bring your real talk to you. Harry and the folks, yeah, we're rising high. Tune in, turn up, let the good times fly. From the sweet to the spunky, from the wise to the bold, this podcast fire. Every story told.
Holly's got that spark like a firecracker pop. Sweet smile with a bite, never gonna stop. Josh breaks it down like a scholar in the zone. Every word he drops feels like a cornerstone. Kale's giant presence, calm as ocean tide. Gentle giant's wisdom, always on your side. We always dive deep where shadows play. Pulling out the secrets that you never saw today.
It's more than just talk, it's a family vibe. 3 voices united on this Thursday ride. From crypto highs to wrestling rings, politics and sports and all the wild things. They laugh, they keep it so real. Holly and the bros, that's the deal. Holly and the bros, we're taking over the show on YouTube and X. Every Thursday we flow, talking sports, politics, wrestling, crypto, 2, 3 best friends, bring your real talkie. Holly and the bros, yeah, we're rising high. Tune in, turn up, let the good times fly. From the sweet to the spunky, from the wise to the bold, this podcast fire. Every story told. So get ready to listen, to laugh and to learn. Every Thursday's a chance for the tables to turn. How this fire ignites, Josh's wisdom guides.
Kings, calm, steadies, our light never hide. From crypto coins flipping to the wrestling ring sport. From politics battles to the sports fan score. They cover it all with style and flair. Holly and the pros, nothing else compares.
So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Holly and the bros, bring the heat. On YouTube and X every Thursday night. Tune in, join in for the freshest insight.
3 friends, 1 crew, 1 podcast flow. This is Holly and the pros on the mic. Let's go!
Five, four, three, two, one.
Welcome back.
We're back.
Polly didn't get stuck in traffic this week.
No.
I remembered to unmute the microphones. It's gonna
Big
be a
day.
Thursday night to remember. Yeah, we've already got people in the comments. People already showed up. Before we get started, though, Holly, I have to ask you a question because my TikTok feed, my X feed, and all these other feeds, I keep seeing crazy weather videos from Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Is your house flooded?
No. So we didn't get it so bad here. We did get like storms and like, regular weather, but in Phoenix and in Tucson,
I saw a bunch in Tucson.
Yeah. So the game was delayed last Friday because of the storm. Because it was so crazy. We're getting like the effects from Hurricane. I don't remember her name.
Chica.
Yeah, it's a girl name this time, and I can't remember what her name is, but we're getting that from the hurricane, but it's all clear now. It's like super sunny, but we have beautiful weather. We're at like 85 degrees.
I missed it by like 3 weeks.
You did. It is so nice here.
Yeah.
Even our mornings are like 50s. So
Oh
That's
man.
nice.
Yeah, no, I just kept seeing like video after video after video of like what they were
Incredible.
calling microburst and things
Oh
like
yeah.
that in Tucson, and
Mhm.
it just looked like something out of a movie. So I knew you were okay, but I just had to bring that up because it's you. For those that don't know, she lives in a desert. Like there is not grass, and for to have that much rain, it just seemed kind of funny. True.
Um,
So go
but
ahead.
on Monday I didn't go into the office because I had been kind of tracking the storm, and my drive is really far. And so for whatever reason, in the middle of the I-10 that I take to work, that's like where it gets crazy. And it's a good thing I didn't, because in Tempe, specifically where I work, there was a microburst that happened. And when I tell you, we had giant trees that literally uprooted itself and tipped over. They were in the streets, houses, roofs blew away. It was insane on Monday.
Huh. And
Yeah.
then that was, and then last Thursday you got stuck on the freeway because of weather
Yeah.
related, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the right time to be in Arizona. I don't know.
No, I mean, it's over. And now we
Yeah.
have nothing but
Beautiful weather.
a cool front. That's what they called it. A cold front was
There
coming
you
in.
go.
A
And
cold
so
front in the 80s.
well, that's a cold front, dang it. No, I'm
Well, we are kicking off Trifecta Thursday. So after this podcast, Trucker and his crew over at InterLink are going to have their space on X, and
Yeah.
then Baby Lolo's going to have her Free Soul space.
you call her baby Lolo.
I always say Lolo instead of YOLO. I don't know why. There's certain words in the English dictionary
Lolo.
that they're
You
here,
actually.
but they won't go to my tongue. I don't know why. But then they'll wrap it up at like 9:30 and for the evening. And maybe this time I'll actually get to. I did get to go say hi to Trucker in his space last week,
You
but it was
did?
at the very end. I didn't realize they were wrapping up, and I got on and I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" I asked him a question about linked. I think that's how you say it, LNKD, because I wasn't sure about.
Linked. Like
Yeah,
linked
Linked.
together.
that's
Yeah.
what I said, linked. But every time I say it, then
Mm.
people always say LNKD, like I'm not supposed to say linked. I don't know.
Oh,
Trucker
wait,
didn't
are
make
you
fun
not
of me.
supposed to? Because I am not saying LNKD. That's too much
No,
for me.
I don't know.
I can't
It
do
is,
it.
people know what I'm talking about. So, but he answered my questions, and then they had a buy contest 2 days
Oh,
ago.
mhm.
So I don't know if I won or not. I haven't checked my wallet today, but I might have won. Probably not. Probably won.
Probably. I haven't won anything in so long because I haven't entered anything in so long.
Yeah, real life.
That helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enter to win.
Can't win the Powerball without playing. It just doesn't
Can't
work
win
that
if
way.
you don't play.
But speaking of the cryptocurrencies and all that stuff, Friday was insane for the
Yeah.
markets. Insane. I think the final number ended up being like $15 billion was liquidated from cryptocurrency markets. It was like the single
That's crazy.
highest amount in a day.
Holly cashed out.
I wish.
Yeah.
Cashed out.
You know what? Rudy's right. Holly is too busy working to have playtime. That is a fact. A fact.
Boo.
What, 2 weeks? Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? It was gonna kind of cool down. Absolutely not. If anything, I have got so much on my plate that I can't even, I have zero time because if I'm not working, I'm thinking about work and what I have to do the next day. It is awful. I'm ready to retire for real. I can't handle it anymore. Can I just be a Walmart greeter, please? That is what I want to do.
You can. I don't know if you can still live in the same house and all of that stuff, but you can. Or maybe you should do that. Just take your mind off of your real job.
I need a break. I need a long ass vacation or something.
Come to Kansas City.
I know.
Yeah. It better not, your work better not interfere with your KC trip, or I'm going to have to fly down there and talk to
I
people.
already put in so the end of December, I'm off from December 11th until the new year. That is
Nice.
my break.
Nice. Well, I have to tell you a story about last Friday. So I was preaching on Sunday. So I was practicing, and I used the hood of my truck in my garage as like to lay my stuff out while I'm standing up to practice. And so for some reason, when I set a timer on my phone, I don't get any notifications. If it's up, nothing else will ding through.
Mhm.
I had no idea anything crashed because I was this close to setting a limit order to buy. I probably shouldn't say how much, but let's just say a buttload of Doge if it hit like 15 cents, and I didn't do it. And by the time I got done practicing, and this is only 45 minutes,
Mhm.
by the time I got done practicing, it had been down to 9 cents and back up to, I think, 17 or 18 cents.
Yeah.
And if I could have done what I wanted to do, like if I'd have been watching it, I probably would have bought that Doge at 10 cents. I wouldn't have got it at 9. I'd have got it at 10. But then I would have sold it at 20 and double my money and had a crap ton more BTC, because that's how I've been playing my Doge, and it didn't work out. And so they kept saying Trump was going to have this announcement today and it was going to be awesome for crypto, and the charts haven't moved. It's every time they say that about Trump having an announcement, it's like the most underwhelming thing. Like nothing ever happens. The one time he says something about it being in a trade war with China, then or tariffs, everything just explodes. But when he has press conferences, nothing ever comes out of it. And then he officially said yesterday that we were in a trade war with China, and nothing happened. I'm sitting there with my finger on the
Today
button.
it's coming.
But today, I think it was Rudy sent, it was either Rudy or Mima, I don't remember, said that, what was it, $100 billion was wiped out of the market today?
Nah, not 100 billion. It would have been less than that. Because last week was 15 billion, and that was like the most in one day ever.
Oh, wait, it says, 100 billion has been erased from the crypto market in the last 3 hours.
Billion or million?
No, that's billion. It's 11 total.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe last week it was 100 and
You're wrong.
You're wrong, Josh.
You're wrong.
maybe. I don't know. I don't know about all that. We'll have to see. You know what? Did I bookmark that post that said about that? Let me see real fast. Oh no, but I got some pretty good ones bookmarked. Yeah, I better not look at those right now. Well, whatever it may be, so the ups and downs I'm looking for this major trade is not 4%. I'm looking for that day like last Friday where it's like 50% drop.
No, I'm gonna need you to like call me and tell me about this, because
I didn't know till it was over.
I didn't know until I think you might have texted us in our little group and said Doge went down to 9 cents, and I was like,
I think I said
I was like,
WTH.
yeah.
Like what's happening right now? But no, it was insane. And then you get all the people that come back and they predict all this stuff, and then that all the frenziness. I see all these tokens and projects that have no business even being a token or a project saying, oh, well, we weren't affected by the downslide of the market. Yeah, no kidding. Like, I got 15 investors and you have no liquidity, and it's stop short of calling them a scam, but come on. Like, and I'm not even following these people. I don't know why I keep seeing all this crap on X. I'm going to have to start muting.
Some people you're following, retweet or whatever.
They should not do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm at the point where it's just like, it is what it is. I can't lose sleep over what these people are doing.
Oh, I don't lose sleep over it by any means. It's just that go ahead. No, just you first, ladies first.
There's just a part of me that's like, they're still around. They're still trying. So I can't really knock the hustle. I just don't like the people. Maybe that's why I'm so critical about it. Let's just be real honest. So I'm just really trying to have an open mind. I guess, I'm not out there with a token trying to pump it. So what place do I have to be mean about it?
What in the hell is happening to Holly?
I don't know. I just
You're tired. Should have been working longer.
I'm tired. I'm like, I feel for these people. I know how hard just work is.
Yeah.
So I mean that's kind of my stance on it now. I just
Yeah.
can't.
I get it, and I don't lose any sleep over any of that stuff because I'm
Yeah.
not going to be dumb with my money or whatever you want to look at it like. But I just, when people show you their true colors and they tell you who they are, you should believe them.
Absolutely.
And so I do, and I just get tired of seeing their stuff on X. So I don't know. Meg says you are actually being kind,
Oh,
Holly.
shocking.
What the heck is going on?
No, I seriously,
What
you know,
happened?
let me tell you, my
Uh-oh.
first of all, it is so loud and it's new. Like it's a new one. It's not even. It's
Is it
a
pink?
Samsung Smart one. Yeah, actually, it is.
There's your problem.
But it's so loud and it sounds like it's about to take flight. Like
Oh.
at any moment, it might just go straight, through the roof.
Cool.
But I think honestly, what really frustrates me the most is when they almost like people from those projects, they tweet out things that make people feel less than.
Mhm.
And they kind of belittle other, and it's kind of like that's what's frustrating to me. It's because it's not the greatest, it's not anything. So if somebody doesn't like your project, that's okay, but
Mhm.
don't knock them for it either. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they do on a regular basis, and it's like fake hype. The fake hype
Yeah.
is really what gets me too. But
Well, it's just a bunch of fake promises too, and empty promises that are not going to come back around. And if they do, it's because something like Bitcoin is going to be at like $150 million a token. You know what I mean? And so,
Mhm.
yeah, you went up 10% over the year. Great. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just tired of criminals not getting the justice that they deserve.
Speaking of criminals,
Yeah.
Segue.
good segue actually.
What do you got to say about criminals?
Mr. John Caroni.
Yeah. So, are you okay with this? So, the sentencing got moved or delayed until January 16th.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Because I'm not a legal expert by any stretch of the imagination.
I'm not either. However, I kind of have this weird feeling that he's not going to go do any time for this.
You've had that feeling for a while.
I have, but even more so now. And then seeing the things that, he's posting on Instagram. I don't know why I see this. I don't follow
I don't know either. I haven't blocked him, but I do not follow him.
Yeah,
So
I
I
haven't
don't understand.
I do want to see the shenanigans, that he
It
says
is
out there.
kind of entertaining sometimes.
It really is. But I think just based off of the things that he posts and like he's saying, he kind of thinks he's not going to get any time either.
Well, he's arrogant enough to think that anyways. Even if the truth was staring him right in the face, he's arrogant enough to think that no matter what, he's good to go. I just think there's going to be a lot of other tokens that spark off of this if he doesn't get any time, because they're going to think, well, if he got away with it, I'm not going to steal millions. You know what I mean? Like you see people take liquidity out of like $20,000 tokens all the time.
Yeah.
But if he gets away with it for the amount that he did, then I think you're going to see more and more of that, which sucks. But what is it?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Nope. Go ahead.
No, I just have the question.
Yeah.
Okay, so even if he gets a little bit of time, because I mean, I don't think he's going to get like 10 years. I don't. I think he might get like 2 or 3 if he does get time.
And I would be fine with that. Although 32 would be awesome.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking if he does get time or he gets off on it somehow, like completely whatever,
Mm-hmm.
do you think he'll ever acknowledge his wrongdoing?
No. I think he's too arrogant. He's gonna have to have a complete change of heart for that to happen. I don't think he's ever going to admit to it. And I think part of that is in deep down, he does believe that he's innocent. And I don't know. I don't want to get into name calling, but
acknowledge it or say anything right now. because it's still up in the air, right? So if he comes out and is like, I'm sorry, blah, 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 people are going to see that post, send it on to, the government, whoever it is, the FBI, whatever. And they're going to say, see, he admitted it. So you don't really want to say anything yet, but when it's all said and done, regardless of the outcome, if he gets time or not, and maybe this is me being tired again.
I think it is.
think that he might. I mean, remember, I know he's a piece of crap, okay? But when I met him in person, it is not the same person as we're seeing live in action. It wasn't. And maybe he's like a really good actor, but one thing I can say very strongly about is I am such a good read of character from the jump. I know right away. And I can honestly say I didn't get that from him when I met him. And so I guess it's that I'm holding on to, thinking maybe, hopefully, John, can you just not be an asshole and just acknowledge? Because I think that's what everybody's looking for at this point.
Maybe. But if he doesn't serve any time whatsoever, he can keep his apologies. My thought is it would actually come off better from him if he did serve his time when he got out and then he apologized and said, listen,
From jail.
He'll be what?
I said he'll be tweeting from jail. I feel like they all somehow get
yeah, I don't know.
Documentary from jail.
But I think he needs to serve time. And I would probably take the apology for what it's worth if he did serve time. If he doesn't, I don't want to hear it.
That's fair.
Don't. But I still won't trust him. I will just say this. If the man goes and comes back in any form, whether he served time or he hasn't served time, and he signs onto a project that I own tokens of, I'm selling those tokens.
Okay. If he comes back to crypto and is involved in anything like that, absolutely not.
I will never buy anything he has, but if he would happen to sign on to something.
And we will egg it and toilet paper it. And what Mima said, let all the air out of his tires.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things that I can't imagine the trust ever. Well, I can imagine there's still people out there tweeting in support of him and saying that he's innocent and all this stuff, which whatever. I put zero stock in what those
I haven't seen anybody.
Oh yeah, I'm not even going to name their names. But you would know them.
Offline.
I'll tell you offline. Everybody else that knows, but I'm not trying to throw any more attention to their profiles or anything like that. So, but
that's right, Meg. No more being kind if he starts a new token.
No, and I mean, I honestly, I don't care what it would be if somehow he got into XRP. I'm selling it. I don't care.
Oh no.
And I'm not saying he will. But there are a lot of other tokens that as well as I do, if they're still around when he gets out of prison or if he doesn't go to prison, they would sign him up in a heartbeat. Because there's still some project leads that worship the ground that John Crony walks on.
Oh, God, I do know.
Yeah, but I don't own any of those tokens. But if he would happen to sign on to something that I do own, I'm getting rid of it. I don't care. But
what about Bitcoin?
He can't get into Bitcoin. There's no head.
Oh yeah, there's nowhere to get into.
No, that's the part of why it's there's no corruption in it when it comes to that side of it. So I think that's part of the reason why people like it. But if we're going to talk about John, then we have to talk about Hank. Now we were going to talk about this last week, so I acknowledge that we are a little bit late in the news. But last week, Safemoon on Sol, just to differentiate the two, added Hank to, I had all this prepared for last week and I don't remember what I did with it, but he's on the
council.
The council. There you go. I thought I had a screenshot of it, but I guess I don't. And what I didn't really realize is that so many people would be upset about it. Did you think that a lot of people would be mad about it?
Absolutely.
See, he left so early in it though. And for so many people that don't really have a problem with John, I figured there'd be even more that a less problem with Hank. And
so there's a
he
little
testified against John, if I remember correctly. But yeah, go ahead. I want your opinion on this.
There's a backstory to it because, as my opinion, and it is not a popular opinion. I don't give two shits. That is my opinion. I don't care. I think he actually might help more than hurt because there's really not much more you can hurt of that project. And that's just full honesty. But Hank has a shady freaking past with Safemoon.
Yeah.
There's a recording out there to this day. I think I have it of Hank on a Discord talking about how they're going to screw John over and screw Safemoon over by creating Piggy Token. And then Piggy Token was supposed to be a rug pull. And that's when we found out that initially Safemoon was set up to be a rug pull.
Until the community caught fire.
Well, yeah. And so Hank was part of all of that.
Yeah.
He was very, very much involved in that. And so
I feel like that was decades ago in my brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
But
in crypto terms, it was. It was
like that's true.
15 years ago. But
yeah,
it still was 4 years ago this happened.
Yeah.
And so the problem is, the people who still do want Safemoon to somewhat succeed, the ones that are still around were around at that time. So they're going to voice their opinions. And then the people who are newer that weren't around, they're going to raise an uproar saying, hey, this happened and you guys are just okay with this. Me, like I said, I have no, what is it? Something in the race. No dog
in the game.
Yeah, at all. I don't
skin in the game, dog in the race. Yeah.
I don't really pay attention to what's going on. I tried to for a little bit, caught some attitude about asking some questions, and I'm like, I'm out. I left Safemoon because of people like you. I'm not going to stick around because of people like you. So I'm out of here. I don't care. But in all honesty, I think that Hank has enough experience in what he's doing with Diamond Swap to actually bring something into Safemoon as a utility. And then, and people really hated when I said that on Space.
So I missed the Space and you guys didn't record it.
No.
I would have listened to that. Nobody recorded it. I was like,
They didn't like, and one guy got up there and he was like, no, he's not. There is more utility. Where is it? Where is it? Who's going to work on this? Nobody that has experience is going to do this for free, or they would have already started or did something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Whatever. That is their thing. Hank, good luck to you. Let's see what happens. I think he brings more value than not. But
so
time will tell.
Yeah, it will. And I'm with you. Here's the thing. I'm not going to be an early investor in Safemoon on Sol. I'm not. I'm going to see what it does, see what happens, see if there becomes utility. If there is, it becomes legit. I'll be in. Okay, I have zero problem with that. But because I'm really not in it anymore for communities, I'm in it for the dollars. I'm not going to lie. That's why I trade my hard-earned money is to make a profit. That's why what we talked about off the air, well, what I've been doing with Dogecoin, trying to accumulate Bitcoin out of the ups and downs of Doge. It's not because I care about the puppy dog. It's because I'm trying to make money, But I will.
Puppy dog.
Oh, I know you do. But I'm surprised you don't have one of those Shiba Inu dogs.
I have so many. I can't bring one into the mix. Maybe, as you know.
And your Shiba Inu dog would be a midget compared to your other dogs.
Yeah.
Well, not Sam.
Not Sam.
But I will say, and I'm not going to be the guy that says what happens or word for word and what happens in DMs. But Rudy had made a post on X about this, and it was the first I heard of it. And so I gave my honest opinion, and Holly's face just froze. She's back. Okay. I thought maybe she didn't like what I was getting ready to say. Oh. She was like, Argh. But anyways, so Rudy had made a post. I had commented on it with my opinion. And this was like at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And instantly my phone starts going ding, 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 ding. But it's not like the normal thing. And I'm thinking, what is going on? And it's messages from Hank. Mm-hmm. And so I can't figure out where they are. And then I realized they were DMs on X because when I hit them, they wouldn't go to, I think it was something wrong with X that night or something. I don't know.
Probably.
And so him and I talked for, I don't know, I don't want to say it was forever, 5-10 minutes on X. And the reasons he gave for doing it made sense.
Yeah.
I would agree with what you had to say about it can't hurt. And I kind of think that's what he thinks too. I do think if he's telling the truth, which right now I don't have a reason to guess that he was not, is that he's doing it also as he did not say these words, but throughout the conversation, almost as a give back, almost because maybe he feels bad about how things went down. I don't know. He didn't say that, but all of the reasons, and he had 4 or 5 of them, were very good reasons. Like I can be okay with it, right? Like I don't really care, but I can be okay with it. I just thought it was really weird that he reached out all of a sudden and said all these different things. Cause I'm like, dude, the 7 people, the quote unquote 7 people that watch our podcast are not going to care what I have to say about this. You know, also he may think I'm you. Like, I don't know, because we still get that from time to time too.
Oh shit, he might. You know, because I didn't. I mean, I didn't really comment on posts other than I think I was like, oh, people are. I was like, I don't hate it.
Yeah,
but,
I did.
Yeah,
see
I
that.
did say that. I don't hate it, but it seems like everybody else is pretty pissed off. And then, but then I started thinking, we have how many users are on Twitter? How many, roughly?
I don't know. I couldn't even guess.
Okay, we'll just say 100 million.
Okay.
100 million.
Okay.
The 8 people that were pissed off, is that really going to have an effect?
No,
No.
it's not.
It's like, to me, it was like people were in an uproar, but I'm looking at the bigger picture and I'm just like, Hank, do your thing. Because Safemoon, do your thing. And whatever you want, this is your company. The 8 people are going to get mad. I think you'll be okay. Because those 8 people probably don't even hold. So was just like, this is crazy to me.
So we don't really shill projects, right? I mean, I hate the word shill anyways, but we don't really shill projects. We don't really like pounce on projects unless we know it's a scam, right? Like unless there's just proof out there and we say, hey, don't put your money in that. But also I'm not arrogant enough to think that anybody cares what I think is a good buy and what's not a good buy. We share our strategies from time to time on how we're trying to accumulate more tokens and whatever we're trying to do. And I've been upfront saying that right now I'm trying to, you know, accumulate as much Bitcoin as I can without taking it out of fiat. And it's worked out pretty well over the last month. I could have been awesome on Friday if I was paying attention. But when it comes to those sort of things, I'm more along the lines that you are now, Holly, with the people that have been in the space for as long as most of the people that I think hang out with us have been. They're smart enough to make their own decisions. For the people that haven't been in the space long enough, there is enough people in the space that have been that will help steer them in the right direction. That's why we don't necessarily shill projects. Like I would trust Trucker with my family if he lived close to me, but we don't really shill InterLink. But if you can't tell that we don't support them just because of the relationship we have, then you're not paying attention. And I don't mean financially. I just mean it's good people helping good people, right? I'll be honest with you. I don't know that much about the free soul token. Oh, what happened to your nails?
Nothing. I don't know. He said, what's up with the nails? They're fall colors.
Oh, the 2 silver ones look like maybe they're for illegal substances, maybe.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Wow.
But I don't really know that much about free soul token. Like I've looked into it and things like that, but I'm not going to shill it, right? But I also, the more and more I'm around and the more I see what the community is doing, I'm also trying to help where I can, if that makes sense. Right. It's the same thing with just a lotto. Like I know Ghost to an extent, right? We haven't been able to catch up in a long time recently, but I don't have any reason not to trust him, but I don't really know what his project is, right? I mean, I do know what it is, but I don't know all the little things inside and outside stuff. But if I knew any one of those were a scam, we would all be telling everybody they were a scam. I don't care about defamation because if I'm right, you can't sue me, you know, because for the record, in case somebody just caught it at a weird time, none of those are a scam. Okay. I'm
Right.
just saying, but I'm also not arrogant enough to think that people really care when they are getting ready to place their money into something, what I think about it. To that point, if they want to hear our talking points on it, that's awesome. But I feel like having to say not for financial advice is one of the silliest things in the world. Like, you are trying to gather information everywhere you possibly can. I think the regular interactions that we have for Trucker with Trucker speaks louder than us shilling his project anyways, right? Because it's just real people being real people. And that's the sort of thing that I can be okay with. But so good luck to the new Safemoon on Soul. I have zero problems with it. Is it something I'm going to get into? Well, that's between me and my bank account. Okay. But good luck to InterLink. Good luck to Free Soul. Good luck to It's Just a Lotto. Good luck to these other projects that I can't think of right off the top of my head right now.
Mhm.
But it doesn't mean that you have to buy into them. Oh, a lot of them, and this is why the ones that we kind of sort of this trifecta Thursday thing, they're not like promising you the world.
No.
They are performing, and if you like what's happening, then you buy.
Yeah.
The ones that I stay away from are the ones that are always making these empty promises over and over and over again. Doesn't mean they're a scam, but we've seen what empty promises can do over years, 2 or 3, 4 years. And eventually you're either so far in or you're so far out, you can't recover anymore. So I'm always root for guys like Trucker, you know, and things like that. But you got to do your own research. You have to check out a chart. You've got to see what one of the places I always start is, what's the all-time high? Oh, it was a year ago, or was it last week? Sometimes that matters, especially where the market is now. Like, you know, if it was 18 years ago, well, that's dumb, but 8 years ago, I'm probably not getting in, right? Because something happened to make it not ever get closer to its all-time high again. But there's different things that you can do. There's people you can ask questions for or to. But it's also, if you ask somebody a question and they give you an answer, don't hold them accountable. They're like, well, you told me to put my money in that. Do your research. That's all I would say. I don't mean to get on the soapbox at all, but a little bit. But it's short. It's a short one because I can't take big steps anymore because I'm too old. But I do really mean that. Good luck to all those tokens, you know, and I don't have to have money in them to say good luck. Now, I am still got my fingers crossed that unless Trucker, if you're listening, have you guys already announced who won the buy deal for Linked? Because I want to know if I won or not. I'm hoping I won. And I don't know. I didn't do it right though, because I think you got an entry for every $10 you spent. And so I should have asked, should I have made a bunch of $10 ones?
Probably.
Or if you invested more than $10 in the account as, I don't know. I always do it wrong. That's why I never win.
You didn't win. Sorry.
Loser.
Great. Loser. But anyways, also I wanted to say something about, speaking of money, did you see that X is talking about redoing their monetization?
I saw something about it yesterday. I think you might have reposted something and said something. But what is it about?
So I don't really know because I can't tell if it's true or not. But it was somebody saying something about the fact that, hey, they think they should get rid of the monetization because, and it was somebody in X, because it's ruining the platform. It's all clickbait stuff and this and that.
Oh, yes. And I agree.
Which I agree with that part of it. The old or the other old, thanks, counterfeit operator. You got me.
In the old.
Rudy said it's fake news.
Oh, fake news.
Well, and even if it is, it got me thinking, right? Because there is a problem with the clickbait stuff. Like, hey, click on this article. And I was like, oh man, I really want to know how that is. And it never tells you what happened. Like, it's just made up stuff. Or it's a bunch of promises that don't ever lead to anything, or whatever that looks like, or whatever that may be. But my thought process is change up how you pay people. One, don't make people have to have a certain amount of verified users or the blue check mark users following them to be able to be monetized. Like, that's dumb, right? And then two, maybe if you want to actually get original content on your site, give a bigger percentage to the people that are creating original content. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know if you get monetization off of spaces in X or not, but I would think that there should be,
You would
you
think
know,
that would be
if you had a space had 1 million people in it, that means you got a
Yeah.
million users listening to your space. Like you're on X, there should be something. I
Agreed.
don't know.
Mhm.
But all I'm saying is, even if it's a scam, it really got me thinking. Like they have an opportunity to do something pretty cool here. Oh, Rudy says no money from spaces. I think that's dumb
I think it's
because if you had a giant space and it brought in a bunch of people, why not? But because we're not monetized on X anymore, because I didn't realize that the premium plus package thing was like $70 a month. And then it hit me and I was like, oh, we're not doing that. So I dumped it down. And when we did, we lost our monetization. And then to get it back, we had to have like, I forget how many blue.
Starting over, basically.
Yeah, basically starting over because we have to have so many blue checkmark followers, verified followers. And I'm like, whatever. We're just doing it to talk to our friends on Thursday night. So if we get monetized again, great. If not, great. But also think about all the reply guys that are out there. It's insane to me that they're going to make money off things like that. Like, I get it. If you can make them some money, great. Pay your rent. You know, I get it. But how about more original content?
I
I
agree.
think that would be, if you really went to that, it would help your site out tremendously. Now,
Well-
not all the original content is going to be good, but at
Right.
least it would be something new.
True.
Well, yeah, because I see like all the time, and I don't know okay, number one, my algorithm is jacked up because I just haven't been enough on. So I see some really weird things, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? And then I've noticed, I think I'm like shadow banned because nobody sees my shit. Like,
Ours either.
and so I'm like, okay, I mean, I have almost 15,000 followers and
Yeah.
like 15 views. Make that make sense.
Yeah.
What is happening? And I'm like, to me, I'm like, I'm actually okay with that. I don't really care. Because then the more people comment, the more I feel like I have to respond. And holy crap, I don't have the time.
Yeah.
But I see so many people posting like either a picture or a video and saying, what is going on here? And
Yeah.
I'm looking, I'm like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see it. What are you talking about?
I think half the time there's nothing there. I really do. I
There's-
think half the time it's just trying to get people to click on it and
to
engage
me,
in it.
that's just
Comment. Yeah.
alarming. And I don't want to see that shit, but it's
No.
everywhere. Everybody is posting useless shit
Mhm.
because they don't know what else to post, but they need to post to keep their monetization going. So it's
True.
just like, it's exhausting. I don't even like to browse through. I don't really browse through Twitter anymore because it's too much shit.
But not only that, the algorithm changes so quickly. Like, I noticed today that, well, I got into some NFL trolling today. Sorry, my bad, but I had to with the Lions fans because it's Thursday and they're still mad about last Sunday.
I'm still mad about last Saturday with the Wildcats.
Well,
So you're gonna troll me?
yeah, I
Yeah,
will. I'm gonna
sure.
troll you too. If you would actually post on X, I would troll you.
Wow.
But anyways, it took like 2 interactions with Lions fans for my whole feed to be Lions fans.
Mm.
Like, it was really weird. And then X says that they got rid of, I forget how many millions of bot accounts like
Bullshit.
last week. And now their next thing is to go into the bot like DMs. Have you ever went into the message request side of X
No.
and looked at?
What? Am I missing out?
No, you're not missing out. Be careful what you click on is what I want to say, because they do a pretty good job of filtering who can actually DM me and like they think it's
Where
spam.
do I go to that? I don't
I'll
see
have to tell you after. If you go to messages, I'll just tell you now in case somebody else wants to look at it.
it. Mhm.
Click on messages on the left and then go to message requests.
I don't have message requests.
Oh, well, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why I do. Yeah, Meg's not wrong. There's a lot of sexy time videos and pictures. It's insane. But
Well, you know what? If you're not following me or if I'm not following you, you cannot DM me.
See, and I did not set that up on my account
Mhm.
because I wanted people that maybe had an interest in the podcast or wanted to come on to be able to like DM us, you know what I mean, without necessarily having to follow us or whatever. But anyways, get rid of all that, reward some original stuff,
Right.
and let people have conversations. I mean, I post different things I see on TikTok on X all the time, but it's not for views. It's because I think it's funny, or I think it's like encouraging, or whatever it may be. This open-ended crap about, like you said, here's this picture, what's wrong with it? Or after
No.
you watch this video, you won't believe what you saw, and it's like some dude riding a bicycle. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Ridiculous.
So I quit clicking on those things now. But I really actually scam or fake news or whatever. If I would love to see them do something different, is what I'm
There's
saying.
so much fake news, just like this that post that you reposted,
Mhm.
and Rudy saying it's fake news. That I wouldn't put it past it. Like the fact that I'll read something and then I'll have to go do research on that to
Yeah.
make sure is
Drives
enough
me
for me to
insane.
be like, I'm out. I do too much research for my job.
Well, I also feel like
for
the community.
world.
Well, the community notes are pretty slow too, to where by the
Well,
time they actually show
Those
up,
aren't
it's like
even accurate.
no.
Right.
But I'll get like a notification on my X deal that says, "Hey, something you posted, or you commented
Community-
on, got community noted." Well, it was like 3 days ago. Like, I may tell all my real life friends this thing that I saw, thinking it's real, you
Yeah.
know, and it's only going to get worse with AI.
Oh, yeah.
It just is. It's only going to get worse. So
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. Caleb, got some questions for us?
Got a couple.
Got a couple questions. We haven't done Caleb's shorts in a while, so we're going to do that today. We're going to rack Holly's brain. Are you ready?
Oh,
I
it's
don't
going to be
know.
tough.
Really?
It's time for Caleb's Choice.
His choice.
His rules.
That makes me miss Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while.
Me neither. Okay.
All right. What's your favorite Halloween candy? And what do you think the top 7 are?
Caramel apple suckers.
Oh, that was our mom's.
Those are
favorite.
good. Those mom's favorite.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
You
Josh, I
bought
bought
some-
them.
yeah.
I bought them when you were
You
here.
bought some when I was in Arizona.
My favorite.
I don't know. Any fun size candy bar is good. They're just expensive.
Yeah, that's really expensive now.
Yeah.
Candy corn?
Yeah.
Candy corn.
You know what's funny is like I can't say I actually like candy corn, but there's something about like the waxiness that I enjoy chewing on. I don't know what it is, but I'm
Well,
like,
it's-
it's kind
I
of
like
fun.
the pumpkins more than the candy corn, but it's the same
Oh,
thing.
yes. Yeah.
It's
But
more
it's
the
less-
texture.
I think it's less waxy though because it's thicker. So when you start chewing it up, it's a little bit less waxy. But
Mhm.
Maybe. Yeah.
if it was exclusive Halloween candy,
Probably Snickers, right? Has to be top 7.
Yeah,
that's
so
the top 7. That's number
okay.
2.
I'd probably say Baby Ruth, fun size Baby Ruth for me. I don't
Ooh.
know.
It's not in the top 7, but
Well-
there are 2 in the top 7 that are like generic. It's just like
Payday.
It's just
Popcorn
candy.
balls.
One of them just says candy. So I'm
Oh,
thinking it's just like the little.
Popcorn balls are actually not so much here now, but when I lived up northern Arizona, they would make little caramel popcorn balls
Yeah.
that were
Oh, yeah.
actually really good. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't do with it now because drugs. So they don't like
Razor blades.
yeah,
That's
you
fair.
can't really have unopened candy anymore. But those were the best when I was growing up.
Rudy got number 7. Butterfingers number 7.
I said Butterfinger a long time ago.
Did you say Butterfinger?
We gotta get a rewind option on this because Holly always
I-
says she says things.
I did. I said Snickers,
I
and then
remember
I
you
said
saying Snickers.
Butterfingers, and then you
Right.
guys went on a tangent
I
about
ignored you.
something else.
It's got to be Reese's something. Peanut butter cups.
Reese's in general is number 1.
I don't
All
like.
the Reese's together.
What about
Almond Joy, Rudy.
I like those, but they're not on the list. That's one of my favorites.
That cannot be in the top 100.
I cannot do the coconut.
What?
Mm-mm.
We can't be friends.
I know. I don't like.
So
coconut.
1 is Reese's and 2 was Snickers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Milky Way's got to be on there then.
No.
What about paydays?
Ooh, paydays are
No,
good.
there's only one more like chocolate candy bar on there.
Is it just Hershey bar?
Hershey's not on there.
Oh,
It's close. I mean, does Hershey make all these? I don't remember.
There's
M&M's. That's a good one.
Not-
Marty.
I
Wow.
would have guessed M&M's too, but it's not on this list anyways.
there's another candy bar that we've not listed.
A chocolate
Yes.
crunch
Lightweight.
bar.
100-gram bar.
No.
Crunch. Isn't it called crunch? Crunch bar?
Oh, the
Yeah.
Rice Krispies. Yeah. Now this one is it
Oh.
4 or 5 bars?
Oh, Kit Kats.
Kit Kat's number 3.
What about Mr. Good bars? Those are my favorite. Is that not on there?
And that might be under the candy part. They just had a number 5 was candy, so I don't know what was in that.
All candy.
Yeah,
What's
just
your
candy.
favorite? What's the top Halloween candy? Candy.
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 Number 6 is I'm trying to think. They're different colors, but they taste the same.
Wait, you don't have
Skittles.
Skittles is number 6. And
now and
then-
later. Those are my favorite too.
That's kind of number 4. Number 4 just said gummies, so like a chewy gummy taffy.
Yeah,
THC gummies.
right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Wow.
All right. So we get them all?
Yeah, we got them all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's the next question. This is for you, Holly.
After 44 years, what networks just signed off?
The
think it was
whole
Netflix.
network?
Yep. I kind of worded it
Oh
weird.
my gosh. Stop it.
Just yesterday, I think
MTV.
Caleb said. Yep.
What
Are you
was your favorite
surprised?
program to watch on MTV?
Oh, the
Dude.
challenge.
Yeah, you know the
Channel.
answer to
I
that.
thought so.
It's funny because we're on like number 20, season 24 or 25 now. We just keep watching it. I love the challenge.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though, because 44 years ago, so Video Killed the Radio Star was the first video MTV showed.
Yeah.
And for a long time in my childhood, if you wanted to hear the new music or especially know what these people even look like, you
Mhm.
tuned in and watched an hour of MTV, and they usually had like the top 10 at some point. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
And then they kind of got into game shows and then some reality stuff. And then they just went away from music videos. YouTube, and I think things like that kind of killed that for them. It wasn't a niche anymore.
So what's
The
happening
older
with
TV.
all the shows that are on MTV?
I don't know.
I don't know. And I
Yeah.
watch Ridiculousness a lot.
I love ridiculousness.
So if I went on there and signed on and went to my cable, I just lost a channel. I wonder if my cable company got, or my cable bill got cheaper.
They were supposed
This
to.
says MTV has signed off after 44 years of music, memories, and madness. With a
it's
little,
Kurt Loder. I forgot about Kurt
a
Loder.
little
oh
tombstone.
wow, it was like a little grave. But yeah, because the challenge is still on to this day. Like they literally just came out with a new season of it. So
Must be on the
it's not
streaming
counting the
channel.
show.
Yeah, I wonder if it's streaming on something. Who owns MTV?
I don't know, but it's on like Paramount.
Yeah, I think it is
Oh.
Paramount.
So may just move
Yeah,
all those shows
Beavis Butthead. Yeah,
to
that's-
Paramount.
So weird. That's crazy to me.
Mhm.
See you, trucker. Thanks for stopping by. We'll try to get into your space in a little
Ron
bit.
Burgundy, what a weirdo.
Yeah. We can talk crap about him now that he's gone. Yeah, but no, I mean, it's kind of like, it's weird because it's just where we are in our age that a lot of those things from our childhood are going away, like AOLs was signed off and
Yeah.
just a lot of weird things like that. But
Hmm.
at the same time, they had a good run.
They did have a good run. They're older than I am. They're
This
on
next
there.
question
Oh,
may
wow.
be my most favorite question Caleb's ever asked.
Oh no.
What's the one actor that you refuse to watch their movie or TV show?
Oh, this one's a hard one for me.
So you want to know a funny story?
Hmm.
And Caleb could verify this as truth.
Yeah.
He asked me this question last week. And you know what my answer was?
Who?
Diane Keaton.
Oh,
You know what happened?
her. What a jerk.
You know what happened 2 days later? She died.
Wow.
2 days after we had this
Okay, so
conversation.
let's like recap this. Why do you not like Diane Keaton?
I can't stand her face. I can't stand her voice.
Oh my God.
I can't stand.
It's
There's
just her
something about
face.
that woman that I cannot stand. You remember
Wow.
in Step Brothers when he's like, you know, there's something about your face just makes me want to punch you. That's kind of Diane Keaton for me. I don't know. I don't like her movies. I can't stand her. And then she died 2 days later. It's
You're a
like,
jerk.
don't ask me that question again, Caleb. But I actually have a lot. But that was just a funny
I
story.
don't. I'm trying to think of like anybody. I cannot think of somebody who I wouldn't watch. I
She
mean,
left $5 million for her dog.
Wow.
That's what Rudy said. That's
holy
crazy.
crap. Why
See,
couldn't you leave it to
insane.
Sean Penn? I see. I like her.
Oh, no, not a Sean Penn fan. I'm right there with you, Meg.
I really can't figure out anybody who I just despise and will not watch.
What about you, Caleb?
Like I am.
Probably after Days of Thunder, after that movie, I don't like any Tom Cruise movies.
Top Gun Maverick was good.
Mm.
I did watch that one, but besides that, I mean, it was good. But normally I don't watch Tom Cruise movies.
See,
Dragon
I'm
hates the Ross guy.
fan either. But like I haven't watched any of his new stuff, Tom Cruise. But like I like Jerry Maguire. I really liked that movie. But
You're showing your
Oh.
age.
I know, right? I feel like all of our people who are on here are pretty much our age.
Yeah.
Dragon's pretty young.
No, how old's Dragon? He's in his 30s at least. He knows.
I just
what
like that he said, "I hate that Ross actor."
I know. I
don't
read
know why.
that and supposed to ignore it. However, if I had to remove one of the Friends people, it would be Ross.
Yeah.
You can
And
get rid of the
David-
whole show, and I wouldn't
David
care.
Schumann or David something.
Schwimmer.
Schwimmer or something.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of his either, but I mean, it's not like I hate him. I watch Friends every freaking day.
Oh, that's true. You do.
Mhm.
Caleb, do you have any others besides Tom Cruise? Because I mean, I could probably spit out a list of like 25 people.
Oh my
So, Holly,
God.
who's your favorite friend? Yeah, on Friends.
Let me guess.
Phoebe.
Oh, that's
Phoebe,
what I was gonna
yeah.
say.
That's what be mine. Yeah.
I mean, it's a really like 50-50 with Phoebe and Joey. And I
Joey
love
was my favorite one for not
their
liking the
friendship
show.
was my favorite. Just they're funny together. So
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have any more, Caleb? Because Holly doesn't
Uh,
hate anyone, I guess. I thought
Go
that
ahead.
she'd have a field day. I can't stand Alec Baldwin. I can't stand
not a
him.
big fan of his, but not so much so that like if there's a show on and he's in it, I wouldn't watch it.
Oh, I would turn the channel.
Wow. Maybe Pee Wee Herman. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, now I can't think of her
Wow.
name. That blonde-headed girl that was in
No, might go to bed.
what was that really popular television show with a zip code in it, Caleb, when we were in high school?
90210.
90210.
Yeah. That blonde-headed
I never
chick,
watched
the
it.
young one.
Donna?
Yes. What's her name?
Tori Spelling.
Tori Spelling. Can't stand her. I've never watched anything she's in. I don't care what it is.
Hey,
I'm
she was
out.
in Seven the Bell.
Yeah, I know. But I also am like this with Gwyneth Paltrow too. Like,
Wow.
yeah,
I don't
no.
mind him either.
And there's a long list, but some of these are going to get me in trouble. You know who I'm not a huge fan of, but he's in one of my all-time favorite movies? Kurt Russell. I'm just not a big Kurt Russell guy. I just don't really like Kurt Russell.
So, what's your all-time favorite movie? Tombstone?
Tombstone.
That's a good movie.
But I think you could have put just about anybody in that spot. Not anyone. But you could have played that. I think Val Kilmer made that movie for me anyways. But I don't know. There's a few out there. There's because we're going through Netflix. My was like, "Hey, let's watch this one." I'm like, "Nope, can't stand that person.
Wow.
Why? Can't stand their voice for whatever it may be." But no, I like what I got to put this up here. What Meg said earlier, just barely,
By 2 years.
barely. Yeah. All right. Last question, and we'll get off the air since
So next week we're doing this.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
How do I
Or
do
like,
it? There we go. The
Got
chunks.
chunks
you
floating
got
in
the
it.
mango one, right? I got white grape. And
Oh.
Josh, you got pineapple.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
so they're all
pineapple.
different. I didn't realize they're all different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We gave Caleb the crappiest one.
Yeah. No. Well, I thought no.
We're chugging it,
I
right?
was thinking mango because of the kitty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
why
it.
I suggested
Yeah,
that.
Sure.
Mhm. I got a quick question for you guys, and if it turns into a long conversation, maybe we even push pause and we talk about it. We'll do a teaser for next week. But I really, really want to know your guys' opinion on something that I've been seeing all over social media, and that is,
Is this our last question?
probably should be.
Okay. Well, no. You said okay, and last question.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys think about the troops in the cities, the American troops in these big cities? What do you guys think about that? Because we can get into the government shutdown probably next week, because it'll probably still be shut down. And I don't know about you guys, but it hasn't really, I don't see it. Like, it doesn't affect my life at all. It is funny, though. Why are they still taking taxes out of our checks if they're shut down? I've seen those comments. I think that's a pretty valid point. But what do you think about the United States troops in these big cities to, I actually don't know exactly what they say that they're doing, like to bring criminals to justice or peace or whatever. We all know what they mean. I just can't remember exactly what they say. What do you think about that?
I haven't really paid that much attention to it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but
Okay. Would it be different if it was your town? If gang, and I would just say, because I don't know the severity of it. I've been to Chicago in like 25 years. Okay. I've never been to Seattle. So I don't know what it is. I only see what you see on the news or social media. If gangs were running wild in your town and the local police refuse to do anything about it, would you be for them sending in federal troops or the National Guard, whatever?
is that what the target is, though? Is gang related issues?
Crime.
Or is it's crime.
in general.
Yeah.
For sure, it's just crime.
That's what it's saying. I mean, ICE is going in and arresting illegal
Oh, they're
immigrants.
arresting American citizens.
Yeah.
That's
But-
happening here in Arizona.
But at the same time, well, I honestly don't think their target is American citizens, but I think it's happening because if you're going to arrest that many people, like you're going to end up making mistakes, right? And we don't have an immigration problem like where I live. So like I don't see it. Like I see it on the news. I don't see it. You know what I mean? This doesn't mean I don't care, but I just don't know. Like I'm not going to sit there and pretend that I'm an expert in it because I don't know. But, and Jeff brings up a good point that the National Guard is the state level, which they will call the National Guard in for other emergencies too. You know, I can remember the National Guard running around rampant when things flooded in like 92. I think the Missouri River went over its bank. National Guard was everywhere, filling sandbags, like trying to keep everything afloat. Not afloat, but that's a bad choice of words. But I don't know. I feel like I'm the only guy that's kind of in the middle of the road because everything I see is either, oh, this is awesome, blah, 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 or this is horrible and we should never be doing this. And I'm kind of like, I don't think I'm educated enough to know. Like
So
if it's
are you
needed.
saying that the local sheriff or whatever police can't handle it, or they just don't want to handle it?
I think it may be a combination of both. Because I think in the instances of Portland, Oregon, I think things have gotten out of hand from what I've read to where they can't get control even if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think places like San Francisco, like they feel like if they just enforce the laws, they could probably get it back straightened out. And I think troops were sent to DC. I know that for sure. Were they ever sent to Chicago?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember. I have to look at that again. But just in general, you'd say you kind of against it, Holly? Is that what you think?
Well, here's the thing. It's just what if they're going after the criminal acts and things? Yes, I agree with that. But from what I've heard, again, with the National Guard or what, the whoever is here, that's different than ICE. ICE, I can't get on board with that.
And ICE is different than the Border Patrol too.
Mhm.
Because when we went and visited you guys, the Border Patrol had actually set up outside of roughly Tombstone. But it was like we were I think you guys said they were getting ready to like set up a checkpoint, but then it started raining, so they didn't. So we had to drive by it. So I saw more Border Patrol vehicles than I'd ever seen in my life because we don't have those here.
Yeah, that's super, super normal for us. The Border Patrol, I mean, there's a shit to even here in my little town. It's not even 10 miles away. We have a whole facility.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not like the Border Patrol. We're just very used to now these ICE raids. We're not used to. And there are people that I know who have been detained illegally.
Really?
And they're U.S. citizens, but they're Mexican. So I dare them to pull me over. Let's see what happens.
Don't dare them.
I'll
might
start
get ugly.
Spanish, and then it won't go over well.
Well, let me ask you this though: are you against the way that it's happening? Or are you against the fact that they're deporting illegal immigrants, or are you against the fact that innocent people are getting caught up in it?
Well, that too. Now, the illegal immigrants is a really hard one because they're not just going after the criminals, the ones that are bringing drugs over and, doing the bad things here. They're not just going after them. They're going after people who just were trying to make a better life for themselves. But the process to be a U.S. citizen is a bitch. Let's just be real honest. I couldn't pass to be a U.S. citizen, and I'm a damn U.S. citizen. So, I mean, I feel like I understand, they're illegal. They shouldn't be here. They should follow the rules, all the things, but we make it very, very hard. And so some people don't have a choice. And then the people they're going, they've gotten people who have lived here all their lives. Maybe it was illegally. So now you're taking those people who have lived here all their lives, followed the rules, paid the taxes, and now you're putting them in a country that they don't even know. They don't have nowhere to go. They don't know that nothing. And so it's a really hard one for me because I get it. I completely don't think that, I understand that people shouldn't be here illegally. I understand that. It's just the ones that you're going after. I wish you would have just started with the real problem. And that's the drug people who are trafficking it back and forth, or even just trafficking in general. And they're not. And that's what's really shitty in my eyes. But
yeah, and I understand what you're saying too. I think though we wouldn't be in this position if we weren't so lackadaisical about it for
ever.
I don't know how many decades. You know what I mean? Like, and then all of a sudden it became a problem. And I do believe that at some level it is a problem. And it's not just the Mexican immigrants that have come up either. I mean, there's whole colonies of like people from Somalia in like, where is that at? Where is it? Michigan, I think, in Dearborn, Michigan. And they put them there as refugees. And unfortunately, they're using people, which shouldn't be a surprise to us, as a political chess piece. And then when someone doesn't agree with that and they go, okay, we're going to enforce the law, there are some people that, hey, I'm sure we could all agree to go, hey, adios, see ya. And then I'm sure there's other people that get caught in crossfire. So I just didn't know, because in all honesty, and I don't mean to take the easy way out, I am not affected by it. Like, I don't see it. You know what I mean? Another topic I have a real hard time with is racism, because I don't see it here. Like, people around here don't treat, I'm sure there are some, but they don't do it in front of me. And I don't have any problems with other races. I mean, one of my best friends is a Mexican. Okay.
Right.
Not just you, but Dragon also. No,
Yeah.
Now I make fun of Dragon for it, but it's in a kind of a bros type way. But anyways, but I don't see things like that. I judge people for who they are and their actions and how they treat other people.
Yeah.
So there's those two topics that I don't want to say that I don't have opinions, but I'm not sure how much they matter because I just don't know. Like I don't see it. It doesn't affect me. And it's not like I'm hiding in a corner. We just happen to live in the middle of the United States and rural middle of the United States. And we don't have the same challenges that you guys have.
See, and that's kind of crazy because that might like be the case for your rural areas there, right? And ours is the rural areas are the ones that are the most racist.
Yeah, well, there probably are people
Like,
that are.
You have more diversity, I guess, in the inner cities than you do in the rural
Well,
areas.
and the cities aren't very far from when I say we're rural. Well, you've been here. I mean, you basically feel like you kind of get away from civilization and then you're here. Like it's not, you can get to the airport in an hour, which is on the other side of Kansas City.
Like it is
Yeah,
here.
it is.
Yeah.
So I say rural, and listen, there are racist people, okay? And that's just the case. Part of it is I don't hang out with racist people, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't see eye to eye on things, so we don't really do that. But yeah, here I like this point. Oh, you know what? We haven't shouted out Mike D yet.
My name's Mike D, and I'm about to get money.
The biggest problem is our government uses this as a dividing point. Most of us would be here if our great grandparents had to do much more than sign the name to get in. Yeah. The problem I see on almost all these things, excuse me, is the fact that our government uses everything to divide us because it can keep us in different groups.
Even food.
Even food.
And Tylenol, damn it.
And Tylenol. We can't rise up and keep them accountable because we're all scattered everywhere.
Wasn't it cooking oil yesterday?
From China
or something
like that. Yeah.
I was like, what? What is this?
No, I'm with you 100%. The division thing's got to go. And I don't understand why we're so dumb that we let them divide us.
I don't either.
Why do we care what these people in Washington think?
Yeah, I don't.
I personally don't think we hate our government enough. And I'm talking about both sides of the aisle. Like there's crooks on both sides of the aisle. I think most people would think that I'm like MAGA, right? Like, because I get accused of that all the time. Like I'm more conservative, but I'm not dumb enough to think that there's not criminals on that side of the aisle too.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I posted something, and we'll end the podcast on this because we've gone an hour and 15 minutes, and then just for Trucker's sake, everybody go watch him here in a second. But somebody said something about the criminal activity in. Actually, I'll just read it to you real fast because I got it pulled up here, and what I posted got like 20,000 views, and it was insane. I gotta go past all the stuff that popped up today, though. Of course, now I can't find it. There it is. So the post said it was about. They said that they've confirmed that Barack Obama personally worked with the former CIA director to create the fake Russia hoax. Okay, whether or not it's true, I don't know.
What was the Russia hoax?
About how they got Trump elected.
Oh.
So I just posted, we the people want arrests, we the people want prosecutions, we the people want convictions. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's just say 20 people. Okay. So I don't have to count them all assumed that I was talking about Democrats. And they all jumped on this. Well, it's going to start with Trump first, blah, 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 and this and that. Rah, rah, rah. And I'm like, hold on. And I took the time to talk to every single one of them. And I said, I'm talking about both sides of the aisle. I don't care if they're Republican or Democrats. Arrest all of the criminals. But they've done such a good job of dividing us that people instantly see things like this. And they go, oh, you must be this group or you must be that group. No, I'm an American and I would like to see justice. And I would like to see people doing things the right way. I would like to see things not be one-sided. You know, I mean, you look at the wealth that these politicians have amassed for themselves on their $100 and some odd $1,000 salaries. Not possible. Okay. There are foreign donations being brought in from other countries. Not all of them have to be registered, if you know what I'm talking about. when it comes to like what Israel donates. And it's insane. But they've done such a great job dividing us by political party and race. I think those are the two biggest dividing factors. And for some reason, as a society, we're stupid enough to be okay with that and just fall right into those groups and fight each other instead of doing, fighting them. So I don't know. It just drives me insane. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Yeah, it makes me so crazy. So crazy. Because it's what's crazy to me is I've always been one to look at both sides of like any situation.
Mm-hmm.
It drives some people really crazy because I ask all the questions, whether it's good or bad. Like I just want to know, right? So I can find good and bad in both or all parties.
Yeah.
How can somebody agree with everything somebody says, regardless if that's like something that you believe in or not? Like you have to have your own beliefs, and a lot of people don't.
No, they're sheep.
Crazy to me.
A lot of people are sheep. They just follow.
That's so insane to me because I just don't think I could even do that, even if I tried. Like I would find holes everywhere, and I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know."
And there are holes everywhere in both sides, and
It's
criminals in both sides. And it's not just the federal government; it's at the state level. And sometimes it's even in the county levels, and the city levels. And it's not. It is crazy to me that people just fall in line like that. It just is.
Nick has a point. He said, "I don't agree with everything I say." I know. I don't like. There's some things I'm like, wow.
Depending on the day, I don't always agree with everything I say either. Or I think about it and go, "Oh, yeah, that was dumb."
Yeah.
Right. And then I go make amends with that person or say I'm sorry, or use this to my wife. Go, hey, I don't know what I was thinking. That was stupid. Like, I was in a bad mood, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's so crazy to me. There's not one person in this entire world that I will take what you say and run with it and believe it. And I mean, some things, yes, but not everything. At some point, you got to be wrong, right?
Well, Caleb, not Caleb.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Not Caleb.
I'm lucky.
He's good. He's just lucky that way. Yeah. No, it's insane. And until we take the blinders off and quit just following these idiots, then I don't know. We're just going to stay divided, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand. Something happening off camera?
No, Meg said, Josh, throw my previous post to that one. No.
No.
He tells me to get back in the kitchen.
Just for Meg. I'll tell you real fast. I don't want her to reach through the screen and beat me up. So, hey, I also just real quick, and then we'll go off the air. Over 1,000 people watched our podcast last week, so thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh, wow.
Last week?
Far, yeah. And so far this week, it's pushing right about 6.5. So appreciate people tuning in. Hopefully you can stay for the whole thing and ask questions and get involved. If you can't, I totally get it, because sometimes I just log into spaces and I'm not really there. I'm just trying to show support. So if that's you, appreciate you too, even though you probably won't hear it. But I think that's it. Unless you guys got any last second things. And then I guess we'll see you next week, right? We're still good to go next week.
Yes,
barring highway incidents.
Hold. Because I know, like, thank goodness this week I stayed later 2 different days, but we have a lot going. No, I'm good. I'll be here.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
I think I was going to be this.
We'll be back next week then, and we do have a taste test. We're going to drink some more nasty soda, and then maybe we can find something we can do a taste test with that actually tastes good.
That would be
like
amazing.
Barbecue or something. Just a barbecue brisket or something like that. I don't.
We need to have, I feel like.
And I mean, just stuff our face with it.
Some sauce.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a great week, and God bless.
Kind.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.